Good morning. Thanks for tuning in to WSTM TV. I'm Lily.
And I'm Naomi. Today we're bringing you your Kill Devil Hills weather update. Now to Laura with your 5-day weather forecast.
Good morning, WSTM TV News. I'm your Chief Meteorologist, Alara, here today with the weather. We have a current surface map for the U.S. with some cold fronts headed eastward. We can see there's a cold front with a low pressure system and some showers up in Washington. And over the Midwest, we can see that there's a cold front and some low pressure systems down in Texas, rain on the Mississippi, and snowstorms up in Minnesota and Ontario. We've got a low pressure system off the coast of Delaware with 2 cold fronts extending down from the south and a low pressure system up in Michigan. We also can see that there's a high pressure system down in Florida. Now, we have a continental polar air mass coming in from the northwest and a maritime tropical air mass in the south, which is giving us our temperatures. We can see some 70s and 80s down in the southeast here, and some 40s and 50s and even 30s up in the northwest here. We've got a 66 in Kill Devil Hills and some 60s and 50s up in the northeast. We have a visible image of the southeastern part of the U.S. What we can see here is an arc of clouds over North Carolina, which are remnants from the low pressure system up in Delaware right now. That's also causing us to get some cloud cover over the coast of Virginia and North Carolina.
With our infrared satellite imaging here, we can see the moisture over the U.S. Where our cold front is in the Midwest, we can see those oranges and yellows, which indicate quite a bit of rain and moisture. And up in the north, we can see greens and blues, which show that there is some precipitation happening up there as well.
Here's our Doppler radar with the precipitation over the U.S. We can see we have some showers up in the northeast, and in the northwest, and over the Midwest. We have our current conditions for Kill Devil Hills, with temperatures around in the 70s. We've got winds coming from the southwest at 13 miles per hour, a dew point of 65 degrees, precipitation, none of it, a pressure of 1,010.5 millibars, and few to little clouds. Tonight, we've got temperatures in the mid-60s and winds coming from the southwest direction at 6 miles per hour. We've got a dew point of 63 degrees and only a 3% chance of rain. We've got quite clear skies tonight, so it's a good time for stargazing. Tomorrow, we've got temperatures in the 80s, with winds coming from the south at 10 miles per hour. We've got a dew point of 63 degrees, so it should be a nice day. Only a 6% chance of rain and scattered clouds throughout the afternoon. Tomorrow night, we've got temperatures in the high 60s, with winds from a southwest direction at 8 miles per hour. We've got a dew point of 66 degrees, and the chance of precipitation is 31%, with overcast skies.
Now, let's look at the rest of the week. For Friday, we've got partly cloudy skies and a high of 81. For Saturday, clear skies and a high of 87. And for Sunday, partly cloudy skies with a high of 86. Now, back to Naomi and Lily.
Thanks, Laura. Here is our severe weather story update on Hurricane Matthew.
Hurricane Matthew began as a tropical storm forming Sunday, September 25th. The following Thursday, Tropical Storm Matthew became a minimal hurricane with peak winds of 75 miles per hour. On the 30th, the hurricane intensified to a Category 5 hurricane off the coast of Colombia. This is one of the fastest hurricanes ever recorded. The hurricane continued northward, destroying a landmark pier in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Hurricane Matthew weakened to a Category 1 hurricane with winds of 75 miles per hour. It still managed to flood portions of North Carolina's Outer Banks. On October 9th, the hurricane became a post-tropical storm 100 miles east of Cape Hatteras, moving away from the east coast.
Hurricane Matthew caused $1.5 billion in damages to over 100,000 homes in North Carolina. High winds caused a large volume of tree debris and several large power lines and poles along Manio Nags to be knocked down, causing power outages. Most damages in the Kill Devil Hills area were minor damages, but the significant storm surges and floods occurred. The floods, tree debris, power outages, and high winds associated with the hurricane posed dangers to the residents of Kill Devil Hills.
The government released $5 million to help with road repairs from this hurricane. 14,000 residents have filed for financial aid, and the initial damage costs over $1 million.
In North Carolina, floods induced by Hurricane Matthew killed 26 people. One man died from falling in a hole created by a fallen tree. Some vacations were impacted, making beachgoers frustrated. They weren't guaranteed reimbursement if mandatory evacuation was declared. More than 2,300 people were involved in over 600 rescue operations, and East Carolina University closed for the rest of the week.
Hurricane Matthew struck the southeastern coast of the United States 4 years after Hurricane Sandy. Hurricane Sandy caused about $2 billion in damages, while Hurricane Matthew's estimated cost is a total of $4 billion. Storm surges account for about 50% of the damages on the coast in both hurricanes. Thanks for watching this WSTM weather update. See you next time!